There comes a moment in life, somewhere around the age of 75, when the world begins to place labels on you, when people start assuming what you can or cannot do, when society quietly expects you to slow down, step aside, and fade into the background. But what most people don't know, and what this video will reveal, is that life after 75 is far more complex, far more powerful, and far more meaningful than any stereotype could ever describe. This stage of life is not an ending. It is a transition into a new kind of strength, a new kind of clarity, and a new kind of purpose built from decades of experience, resilience, and lessons learned the hard way. And today, we're going to take a long, detailed, and honest journey through what life after 75 really looks like, exploring the physical changes, the mental shifts, the emotional wisdom, the relationships, the challenges, the opportunities, and the habits that can truly transform the quality of these later decades. So stay with me from beginning to end, because what you hear today may change the way you see aging, the way you prepare for your future, and the way you shape the life you want from this point forward. 1. The physical reality after 75. Life after 75 brings changes to the body that almost everyone will experience, but those changes do not define your life unless you allow them to. Muscle mass naturally declines, reaction time slows, joints may stiffen, and recovery from illness or exertion takes longer. Yet research consistently shows that the body remains highly responsive to movement, strength training, and purposeful physical routines even in the 8th and 9th decades of life. Older adults who walk daily, who practice gentle stretching, who lift light weights or use resistance bands, and who maintain regular physical habits often age at a completely different rate compared to those who become sedentary. Mobility is not only about physical capability, it is about confidence, independence, and the freedom to choose how you live each day. Even small improvements, like an extra 10 minutes of walking or standing instead of sitting for long periods, can make the difference between feeling limited and feeling capable. 2. Health, chronic conditions, and longevity mindset. By 75, many people are managing at least one chronic condition, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or heart disease. But modern medicine, lifestyle modifications, and consistent monitoring make these conditions far more controllable than they were in previous generations. The biggest shift is not just medical, it is psychological. Those who approach their health with a proactive mindset, who see daily habits as medicine, who follow treatment plans, and who stay engaged with regular checkups often maintain a far higher quality of life and stay independent longer. The difference between thriving and declining often comes down to understanding your body, responding early to warning signs, and taking responsibility for the habits that support long-term stability. You cannot control everything, but you can influence far more than you think. 3. Mental sharpness, memory, and cognitive renewal. The brain changes after 75, but it does not shut down, and it does not stop growing. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, continues throughout life, and older adults who stay mentally active, who engage in conversation, who learn new skills, who challenge their thinking, and who maintain a sense of curiosity, often retain sharper cognitive abilities than those who withdraw. Memory changes happen, yes, but mild forgetfulness is not the same as cognitive decline, and in many cases, memory improves with better sleep, consistent routines, mental engagement, and reduced stress. Older adults who read regularly, take classes, learn languages, explore creative hobbies, or stay socially active often report greater clarity, better emotional balance, and a stronger sense of identity. 4. Emotional life, resilience, and inner strength. One of the most surprising things about life after 75 is emotional strength. Many older adults describe feeling calmer, wiser, and more grounded than they did when they were younger. The storms of life, the worries, the insecurities, the need for external validation begin to quiet, replaced by a deeper understanding of what truly matters. However, emotional strength does not mean emotional isolation. Loneliness can be one of the most painful challenges of late life, and connection becomes essential fuel for mental health. A simple daily conversation, a weekly meetup, a shared meal, or even a consistent phone call can drastically improve emotional well-being. Human connection is not optional, it is medicine. 5. Purpose, identity, and the reinvention of life after 75. After 75, you step into a unique stage of life where many previous responsibilities, full-time work, child raising, career pressure, building achievements have already been completed. This stage can either feel empty or liberating, depending on how you approach it. Purpose becomes the anchor that maintains motivation, focus, and emotional balance. Purpose does not need to be grand. It can be as simple as tending a garden, learning a craft, mentoring younger people, volunteering, taking care of a pet, becoming more spiritual, or dedicating time to personal growth. The point is that life after 75 still needs meaning, structure, and direction. And those who create purpose for themselves live longer, stay healthier, and feel more fulfilled. 6. Relationships, family dynamics, and social life. Relationships look different after 75. Friendships may thin out, families may be busy, and communities may change, but the need for meaningful connection does not disappear. Many older adults discover deeper relationships with grandchildren, form new friendships through community groups, reconnect with old acquaintances, or find companionship through clubs, spiritual groups, or volunteer activities. The key is not waiting for people to come to you, because isolation grows when you stop reaching out. Relationships require energy, but they also return that energy tenfold in the form of joy, motivation, and emotional resilience. Late life connection is one of the strongest predictors of happiness. 7. Independence, safety, and the decisions that shape the future. After 75, the question of independence becomes more prominent. It's not only about living alone versus living with family. It's about choosing the lifestyle that keeps you healthy, safe, and emotionally supported. Some older adults thrive at home with simple modifications, better lighting, grab bars, safer flooring, or daily check-ins, while others benefit from living with family or moving into senior communities where social life and support are readily available. The right choice is the one that preserves both safety and dignity. Planning early reduces stress, prevents crises, and ensures that you maintain control over your future. So when we look at life after 75 with honesty, clarity, and depth, we find a stage of life that is not defined by weakness, but shaped by resilience, purpose, experience, and the willingness to keep moving forward, even when the world expects you to slow down. Aging is not a decline, it is a transformation. And what you choose to do, how you choose to live, and the habits you choose to build will shape the quality of every day that comes next. If this video gave you clarity, motivation, or comfort, then I invite you to stay with this channel because we will continue exploring powerful, practical, life-changing ideas designed to help older adults stay strong, independent, and fulfilled. Make sure to like the video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe so you never miss the next guide.